This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's talk about a member of our wrestling fam who's no longer with us, Lance Cade. He actually goes on to pass away on August 13th, 2010. But he's cut from the WWE here, and a lot of people assume it's because there may have been some substance issues, but allegedly one of the big issues was Vince was upset that he thought Cade wasn't taking something seriously, and apparently lost his cool and is frustrated with him and starts yelling at him. Lance didn't respond well to that and thought it would be better if he just left the building. So he winds up leaving. And supposedly sort of the straw that broke the camel's back was when Shawn Michaels is upset with him. Apparently, he did the favor for Lance, and it was a tag match, and he dropped the fall to Lance. And then afterwards he left before they had an opportunity to talk, and given Michael's standing, he probably felt like Lance should have came and thanked him. And either way, 1 week later, he's out of here. What do you remember about Lance Cade? You know, obviously you can't speak to any sort of personal demons, but the trials and tribulations of trying to navigate WWE politics of, if Vince yells at you, you just got to fucking grin and bear it and take it. And if a guy like Shawn Michaels puts you over, you should pay your respects or you're out of here.
That is a montage of questions you ask. I will try to answer them all. Number one, loved Lance Cade. I know that he was young at the time. Don't remember exactly, but I know that he was very young, inexperienced. Him and Trevor Murdoch made a damn good team. I challenge anybody to question that. They were very good. And Lance looked the part. He looked like somebody Vince would like. He really did. Kid was in good shape, took care of himself, got in that tanning bed, a young, handsome kid. And they were a very good team. I think he was a student of Shawn Michaels.
That's right.
So it didn't get any better than that as far as being trained from the ground up by Shawn Michaels. And I know Shawn was trying to coach him along and groom him and do all the things without. So you got to be very careful with it. If it's a family member or it's a good friend in this industry and you try to give them what is perceived as too much of a leg up or too much help or leaning that way, it can work against you. And Shawn was very careful about that. Him and Hunter, I believe, as DX, put those guys over one night, did they not?
That's right.
Television.
Mm-hmm.
That's as good as it gets. Now, if he got bombed coming through the curtain for a guy his age with his limited experience and a nice kid on top of that, if he got met at Gorilla and got bombed by Vince, he would have been, I would think, close to hysterical because, you know, suddenly beating Shawn Michaels and DX goes away when you're confronted with something like that because it is not fun. It reaches down into your manhood. It reaches into your guts. And it leaves you basically in a position where no matter what you say in rebuttal is not going to be correct. So there's that frustration as well. So I can see that he would have probably got his ass chewed out. About what, I don't remember or recall, or if it was real, if it was not, if it was justified. But him leaving the arena, you know, I can see that, you know, because you're in a position where nothing you say is going to be correct. So what do you do? And I'm sure knowing him on the level that I knew him, it probably just crushed him. And it was no disrespect meant for Shawn. It may have came across that way to Shawn, but Shawn hadn't been in a position to have his ass chewed out by Vince either. So he doesn't know that side of the coin. That's my take on it, but I thought he was a good kid. He was a huge loss to mankind. He was just a sweet, nice young man, and he was a loss to the company. very sorry to hear about him. He was taken from us way too soon.
Yeah, just I don't even know that he was quite 30 yet. He may have been right at 30, but still a very young man, as you said, when we lose him. And hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.